Hey everyone, I just want to quickly show you a little project that I've been working on. It's just a fun little project, and it's made using the 7 Gypsies. This is the portfolio, and I've had these for a long time and hadn't done anything with them, and so I got this idea, and so I thought I'd share it with you. And if you haven't seen the portfolio, they have a little elastic strap here, one on each on the two corners here. And it's just a lightweight cardboard portfolio. It's just bare. And so what I did was I used the paper bags, the little vintage bags that I bought on Etsy to cover it. And I used the paint dauber in the pitch black. And what I did was I came up with this little portfolio. And I used the paint dauber, and I painted around the edges, front and back, and on the insides. And then I got a vintage bags, and I covered them. I distressed them a little bit with some walnut stain distress ink. And then I added the Prima, the pearls, the E-line collection. And I added them in the little swirls around here. And then this is some lace that I had. It was some white lace, and I used the old lace glimmer mist, as well as the suede, I believe. And then this is a acetate leaf that I hand cut, and then I got my heat tool and I warmed it up a little bit, heated up a little bit, and it made it curl. And so I like the way that looks. And then these are some little flowers that I made using several techniques and several ideas from people on YouTube. Some of the ideas were from Roseanne, and some were from Rose. And so I just got little bits and pieces there. And they're made with the packing that comes in our orders, Joann's, and so I use that. And then I stamped them with Tim Holtz stamp, and then I used the clear embossing powder, and then I did some emboss ink resist technique. I used some glimmer mist. I used walnut stain distress ink, and I used the black soot distress ink. And that's how they turned out, and I love it. I love the way they turned out. And so you open up the portfolio, and their inside is covered as well with the same vintage paper bags. And I painted all of the flaps, and I left some of the chipboard or cardboard showing through. And then in here is one of the that's covered as well. And on here, this is a pocket book, or pockets book, and I got this idea from Rose, and she made them using regular, say, card envelopes, and I use the manila envelopes, these large ones. I think it's, I don't know, maybe a 9 by 11, something like that. This is what I used, and I just cut it down to size, because I needed something a little bit bigger. I wanted it to fit in the portfolio. And so what I did with it, because it was such a bright yellow, I distressed a lot of it. I used vintage photo, walnut stain, black soot. And then I got the same packing paper, and that's what I used here. You can tell by the sound. And I crunched it up and spread it out. And then I distressed it with walnut stain, with black soot as well. And then these are some of the images from the paper bags. I cut out one of each of the images, and so each page has a different image. And then the larger ones have a tag inside, or it has a ledger, which I distressed as well. And that slips back in there. Then this opens up like this. There's a different image. This one is for fertilizer, and it looks very, very vintage, very worn. This one here is for property. Then it opens up this way. Got two more there. And then here's another ledger. That slips back in there. Then it opens up this way. And this one is for coffee. And it opens up like this. And there's that. And recognize that creating charms. There's pocket watch. And this one is for carriages, wagons or something. And then this folds back like this. And this one is for boots and shoes. And it opens up this way, and this is stoves. And this one is for a tea set. Okay, back to the front, to the sewing machine. This was a really cool project. You watch, Rose has a tutorial up for that, and this was a lot of fun to make, and I love the distressing, and you can't tell by looking at my fingers, but I use a lot of distress things. It's just a lot of fun to do. And then this slips back in here, back into the portfolio. And I didn't add any embellishments or anything to that, because as you can see, it's pretty thick, and I wanted it to fit in the portfolio. So that just snaps like this. And then there's the back. Decorated the back as well. And so that's my little portfolio. And you know, not that my brother is into scrapbooking, but he's into art and drawing, and so we share the same love for crafting, and so he told me that this looks like something that you would find on the Titanic. And you know, that is probably one of the greatest compliments, because this is what I like. This is the vintage look that I like. And so I thought that was really nice of him. That was a really great compliment. So there's my little project, and hope you like it. Leave a comment, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.